Hi fans, I'm the PCX Amateur, and today we're going to go into a cave and discover how to use the DarkRock ARGB and PWM hub with the computer. The cave is my computer, so we're going to learn how to connect this up to power, which is two SATA power plugs, because each side, this side and this side, are separate, and they're powered separately, so you can get more power than you would if it was spread across all of these. Which, obviously, that sounds better. Now, first I want to explain a couple more things. The two cables coming off this side, one of them says PC in, and if you look at it, I'm going to try to hold this so you can see really well. You can see this is what some people call a 3-pin plug. Well, it's a socket really, and some people will say, like I'll say a 4-1 plug. And this is for ARGB. Don't confuse this with RGB. This is for 5 volts. RGB is generally 12 volts. Now there are exceptions. There are ARGB that are 12 volts, and there are RGB that are 5 volts. But in computers, it's almost always going to be that this is going to be the 5 volts. And so you're going to be looking inside here on the motherboard, and depends on the brand what color the header plastic that the prongs that are sticking out of it will be. Like I have an Asus motherboard, and so for this motherboard, the ARGB ports, or headers, sorry, I've got one here, I've got a couple more down here. Those have white plastic at the base of where the headers are, prongs are. So that's that. You have to find one of those. If you don't have one of those, you will not be able to use this product. You'll have to buy another controller. So yeah, sorry if that's bad news for you. Return it and get the right one. And then if you look next to PC in, you'll see PWM/FG. And that is for the other one, which again I'm going to try to show you. This is the PWM plug. And you can see that it's got, or rather socket, it's got 4 of those in it. 4 holes for 4 prongs. This will be going into the header on your motherboard. There should be, well, it depends on your motherboard. Some motherboards only have a small number of PWM headers, and others have plenty. This can also be, this one does not use the tachometer prong, so you'll notice, although there are 4 holes here, there are only 3 wires going up to it. So that tack one is useless with this, which I feel is, how shall I say it, a bad choice, but maybe they have a good reason for it. Maybe they feel, well, with the PWM, we don't need the tachometer, which tells the controller or the motherboard the speed of the fan. And maybe that's because there are several fans connected. Now, if we're talking about connecting fans to this, we'll take a look. First of all, when you're going to connect fans, you want to find the first socket, which is here. Number 1 for side A, and number 1 for side B. So 1 is on the same side, just the same end, that is. As you can see, it goes all the way to 5 on both sides there. Now, you'll notice it says ARGB B1 and fan B1. Hopefully you can read that. And on the other side, it's the same as just A instead of B. That's because the top one, which you can see has this white plastic, on this side is 4-pin, and the bottom is 4-1 with 3-pin. This is the PWM. So if you have a PWM fan, you're going to take your PWM connector cable, and you're going to take this part and you're going to plug it first into the white one. Before you start using B, you should use A, starting with number 1, going to number 5, and then you go all the way to number 1 on the B side and go across as well. So you're going to take your connector and you're going to connect it like so. And then, or if you've got ARGB fans, you're going to take your ARGB plug like this and make sure that you've got the holes oriented to match the pins here, and you're just going to slide it on there. Now, a lot of these hubs are not made to exacting standards, so it can be difficult with some of them to actually get the ARGB plug connected. But don't force it, you'll bend the pin. So that is how it should look. You've got PWM fan connected, ARGB fan connected. But I'm sure your question is going to be twofold. Number 1, what the heck is LED switch? And number 2, how do I connect this to the SATA power and to the motherboard? Well, that's easy. A lot easier than you think. LED switch is referring to the power switch on your computer that has an LED light on it. So you can, instead of plugging it into the motherboard, you can plug it into here. And then the SATA, you're going to need a SATA cable that came with your power supply, because you can't mix and match cables between power supplies, because a lot of times, even within one company, they will use different wiring schemes for various products, and you can actually damage something or even destroy it by using the wrong cable. So make sure you get your SATA cable out, the power cable from your box for your power supply, if you haven't already connected it, and plug that into your power supply on the back side, opposite side from the power inlet. Or if you have a sideways power supply, it'll be on the side that will probably be over here anyways. But it could be over there in the nearest to the motherboard. So what you need to do first of all is you're going to look at these, and you'll see that there are these fingers, these gold fingers, and the gold fingers match up with, let me grab my SATA cable here. Too much stuff. All right. If you look, and I don't think I can show this to you because I can't drag it. Well, I'll drag the camera closer, at least as close as I can make it. So I'm going to see if I can force it to focus on this. Hopefully you can see, yep, you can even see the fingers inside here. There's a little bit of a notch on this side, so it's almost like L. If I hold it like this, it's kind of like an L, right? With a very, very short bottom. So what you want to do is, whichever way that hole is pointing, that's the way you want to orient the gold fingers on the other side. So let me show you. I'm going to take these, and the little problem here is they didn't think to mark on these which one is for the A side and which one is for the B side. So if I remember correctly, the A side is on the side closest to A, closest to this one, and this one would be the B side, because this is A and this is B. So just assume that A is on the same side as A, and the B is over here. All right? So you're going to take your A, and you're going to orient the gold fingers the same direction as that little hole there, and then you're going to plug them in. Now, you've got power going to the A side. Now, in addition to that, you still need to connect this to the computer. So I'm going to just take advantage of the very easy to access ARGB port here and the PWM port here. And I'm going to try to bring the computer camera closer to this so you can see better. And I've got my light that I'm going to use to make it easier for you to see inside. So just give me a minute here while I get this ready. Okay, so I got it I've got some help. So I'm going to take my ARGB connector coming off of the DarkRock hub, and I am going to put it where it stops falling down, because it does have two magnets on the back. And I'm going to make sure that this matches these pins here. So you can see two on the left, one on the right. Oh, this is something weird going on with the lighting. You just, oops. This is a little bit awkward to get connected, especially because they were not made to be easy. Okay, so that's plugged in. Now we're going to move over to the PWM connector, and we're going, you see this tab up here? There's a tab on the top. That tab matches this slot here. You can see there are the four pinholes, and you're just going to slide that on. That tab kind of guides it, so it makes it a lot easier. And now it's all ready to go. Okay, I think I can turn off the flashlight now. There we go. Wasn't that fun? Going into the depths of my computer. No? Not fun? Oh, where's your sense of adventure? Oh well. Some people just don't know a good time when they're smacking them in the face. Alright, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to connect this Silverstone air penetrator. I think it is. Oh, yeah, air penetrator 140i. First, I'm going to connect it to the ARGB, because if I do the PWM first, it's going to start spinning, and I don't want to accidentally put my fingers in there. Don't worry about the red spot on my head. Stop looking at the red spot. It's not my third eye. And here we go. Oh, that should be good. Okay, so when you plug this in, initially, until you use the remote control, the lights will be off. I find this annoying because it's plugged into the motherboard, but it won't allow you to do anything until you push the power button on the remote. Now, could you not plug it into the motherboard? Yes. You don't actually need to plug the ARGB into the motherboard if you don't want to, because you can still do things with this. It just doesn't allow you the things that perhaps your motherboard software or RGB software, ARGB software, will allow you to do. It's limited to a certain number of functions. Okay, so obviously we've got these solid colors on the bottom, and somehow I press yellow and it goes to that. That's a little bit confusing. And so these are modes down here on the bottom three. I don't know why they gave them these colors, but then you can do red, green, and blue. You can also lock the keypad with this button here so that you won't be able to accidentally push the buttons. Nobody will be able to mess with it. You can set it to white if you want to. You can turn it to motherboard control with the MB button. So now it's being controlled by the motherboard, which I'll demonstrate. Let's see. That's a different one. I'm now using OpenRGB to control this. Get rid of that. And we'll go back to the remote control, the power. We can change the brightness. Press the wrong one. So this is the lowest setting. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So there are 8 brightness settings. And then we can change the speed of the transitions. So let's get it on lots of colors that you can choose from within the mode buttons. And we can change the speed of this transition. I'll try to anyways. That's always the hard part. Let's find a better mode. There we go. That's a better one. So right now it's transitioning fairly quickly. We're going to slow it down. The problem with speed control is it doesn't apply to every mode. Yeah, so there are lots of things you can do with this. And when you can even turn it off. You don't have to have the lights running. In fact, if you're not planning to use the lights at all, you don't even have to plug in the ARGB cables to the hub. You can leave them disconnected. That's up to you. So, thank you to Dior Watson for asking me for help on how to do this. I hope that this answers everybody's questions about how to use this product. It's similar to other products, although most other products do not have two power cables. If you have any questions, put them down below. Thanks for watching and have a great day.
I need to ask for your help. Things have been challenging. Whose life hasn't been challenging lately? So if you can please help me out by liking, subscribing, sharing, commenting, and turning on notifications, that would be really, really super. Also, if you'd like to help me financially and you can't afford to, you can do a super thanks on my Glenn's Fast Reviews channel, or you can become a member there. Or if you prefer, you can go to patreon.com/GLENNMII and become a member there instead. Also, I'd like to give a shout out to Bleeping Computer for their support of my channel. If you need resources for computers, for getting rid of malware and learning about cybersecurity and stuff, Bleeping Computer, BLEEPING computer.com is a great resource. Thanks so much for watching and have a great day.